And good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. I'm Meteorologist Mike Javer with your Wednesday morning video forecast. And today, it's going to be dreary. It's going to be a little rainy across much of the region today as a cold front marches its way on in, with temperatures today in the low to mid 60s, even upper 60s. Especially in northeastern Pennsylvania, and then we get into the 70s as you go southward into southeastern PA, where the rain won't be as heavy, but we have a nice southeasterly breeze coming off the ocean, which is helping us keep even cooler than anticipated today. So we got the rain and we got that breeze keeping us on the cool side, and you could see that on the radar this morning, our system that's moving through today, and I have in this pink circle the best chance of best chance of seeing some heavier precipitation later this morning. And right here is our little ripple in our 500 millibar pattern. This is our shortwave trough, and with the cold front, which is helping influence some of this rain. And then, of course, we have the heaviest axis of precipitation is over New York, as I mentioned yesterday. But the National Blended Models total rainfall through 2 a.m. Is actually downtrended a little bit. Still has the highest axis, I should say, of precipitation in New York there. However, it's been decreased across parts of northeastern PA, where realistically I'm only expecting about a quarter of an inch to half an inch possible. Maybe a little bit higher in extreme northeastern PA and some of the Poconos and mountainous areas, as you know, when air hits those mountains, it's forced to rise, and it can create some heavier precipitation in parts of those regions. But I don't believe it's going to be too terrible of a day today, but we will see some rain, and we have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall or flash flooding this afternoon, or I should say this morning into the afternoon and evening. Although I really feel like it's going to be minor at best, and it's going to be mainly for poor drainage areas, and some of the areas heavier hit. Obviously, it's just going to be basically this poor drainage areas, as I mentioned. I don't think it's going to be anything major, but keep an eye out just in case some of this rain could get heavy. Maybe some convection could form down to the south where it's a little bit warmer, some instability. It really gets those. Again, these storms might be a little bit slower moving, so that could also spark some flash flooding issues. So it's definitely something to watch, but I do think associated with this system in general, it's going to be on the minor side. And when it comes to rip currents today, I mentioned that I'm going to be posting this every day. Here it is again. High risk all along the eastern seaboard here with Aaron, which is currently 100-mile-an-hour hurricane this morning. And there's some signs that it could intensify just slightly before it gets sheared off. As I mentioned, wind shear is bad for hurricanes, so before this thing gets sheared off. But anyway, the main thing is, if you see a no swimming sign and you're at the beach, don't go in the water as rip currents are high. You don't want to get swept away. And there's just too many rip current related deaths in the ocean nowadays, and we don't need any more, especially when you have Aaron coming up the coast. And that's all I have for you guys today. I'm meteorologist Mike Javer, and have a wonderful Wednesday.